Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, and all my non-binary dignitaries around the world. In case you do not recognize the melodious baritone seeping through your speakers right now, this is the one, the only, the voice of KPB. It is your boy Afro Dynamic, aka Big Brother Mary, and I am here with a man who is not needing an introduction, but I am going to give him one, all right? This right here, this is Ultra David. This is the Ultra David. There's an old saying, never meet your heroes. Whoever said that was not a commentator, okay? Because right now I am in Graceland being able to call KOF 15 at CEO with Ultra David. How you doing, man? Thank you so much.
What an introduction. I can't believe it. That was beautiful, and I really do appreciate it. I'm extremely excited to be commentating with you as well, and also at CEO, and also for KOF 15. We're going to be doing the top 48. That's where we've narrowed it down to. And so, you may have been able to watch pools here. Been a lot of strong play already. But this top 48 is where everything gets really wild. And we're going to start out with, as you can see, JWong versus FKang from Brazil. Just qualified in the last set of pools.
Wow, man. One thing that has really opened my eyes this weekend is just the sheer mass of talent that has come together.
Oh, yeah.
It has been absolutely amazing. And JWong, no stranger to this position within
the
brackets, not at all.
Of course. And he's here from Vancouver, Canada, of course, where he makes his home these days. He's been playing this game a lot. I've seen him on stream quite a bit. FKang, again, we just had a chance to see in the previous set of pools. I hope people were watching there. So Justin's been playing a lot of Chizuru. He plays a very, as you might expect for Justin, kind of contained Chizuru. There's a lot of wild tech that you can bring out with this character.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if that's Justin, but he is just so solid. His spacing is unmatched. His fundamentals, unmatched.
And he is the bar that a lot of people have to meet when it comes to competition like this. And just with Chizuru as well, such a well-rounded character, definitely benefited from the patch.
Oh, yeah.
And again, so many tools that I was talking about this yesterday with Temp. This is a character that has not, quote-unquote, been in the game for nearly 20 years. And now she's back, and she has access to so many more tools. And that has made her such a threat in these brackets.
She's a neutral game monster. She's got some wild tech you can bring out if you got that. But, oh, no! Didn't press the follow-up button.
All right, Joe, no slouch either. You're somebody, I've been saying this since December, that Joe was going to be a problem in this game. Okay,
right now, it is that neutral game that has really carried Justin, but, oh, man, FKang almost had the corner.
Oh, gets a crossover crane kick. Has to be mindful. You're kicking at shadows.
Hey, hold on a sec.
It's about to nut too. Okay, has an opportunity here. It's going to be the setup.
Oh, that's going to do it!
Nice. And again, that is perfect ring generalship right there. He knew that Justin wasn't going to go for the offensive attack. Had to send out something, puts out the EX, he had to land to it.
Okay, this ducks the CD. Here's Justin running up. Not going to need to do too much, indeed.
All right. And again, simple, fair. Not really anything you need to worry about when it comes to that low of a life. But
so now it's FKang's Chizuru.
Trade one for another.
yeah, she is quite a common character these days, no doubt.
All right, gets sweep, nice, pushes back to the corner. Good guard cancel. Going through, nice sweep. And he catches with the EX.
Very pressure heavy.
On this pressure right now. Gets the float, gets the rolling thunder.
Yeah,
tries to go for the mix up again.
Just absolutely freezing Kang in the corner.
Not going anywhere. This is my stage today. All right,
oh, this is a big chance.
Oh, shit. Nice. Gets the bounce. And the seal.
Look at that red up there. Are you serious?
Grip of damage on this one. Again, no access to the specials. And now opportunity. Oh, gets it. And goes to command normal. Just like that, FKang has turned this right around.
Yeah, I feel that way about both of those rounds. In both rounds, Justin had leads, and in both rounds, FKang made the big comeback, and now it's going to be on Justin's Elisabeth to do the rest of this.
Okay, and then we have again.
Definitely a scary character.
Oh, yeah. Case in point, just like that. And again, the back and forth that we're seeing from these two, again, very dominant, very, again, pressure-centric. They are both making all these statements round for round. All right, puts out the projectile, no dice.
Only a bar and a half on FKang's side.
Yeah, thankfully with Krohnen, again, one of the big victors from the patch.
No doubt about that one.
Has become basically, tournament standard for a lot of players, and that's why.
Yeah, any opportunity especially if you're trying to jump at him. So Justin is a little frozen in the corner now.
All right, takes it back to the mid space.
Back to the range that Justin would rather be playing at.
Goes to the EX there, gets a little bit of a block string going. Catches him in the midair with the counter.
Oh, there you go.
Here we go.
Is that going to do it? It does!
It's enough. All right, and just like
FKang
that.
taking it again here from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and you can maybe you can hear, we can certainly hear in the crowd that Brazilian scene has shown up.
Oh, definitely, definitely, man. South America has been having a really strong presence. The only negative I would say was the fact that we lost the ability to have the Colombian delegation come out. We heard about that. Just that's a tragedy, but no, Colombia, we feel you here. We wish you. We miss you. We love you. Down with the reflect.
Oh, this is a chance here.
And is he going to go for the full combo? Again, keeps it going. Oh, double tap on the DP. Right. Good roll away. And, FKang right there, every step of the way, not letting Justice Chizuru breathe for a second.
And again, that's what Justin wanted. He wanted that room to breathe, and he just never really had it in that round.
Okay. All right.
So now he's got a character with all sorts of funky movement. See if he can better evade the corner in doing so. He seemed like he wanted to pressure last time.
Gets a mid-air blowback, forces him back into the corner. And again, the funny thing about B.Jenet, that because of that like leisurely stroll she has with forward movement, every time I see her put her arms up on her head, I get the feeling that basically the player is saying, all right, I dare you to come at me.
Whew, man, they made it easier to jump over projectiles. Not that easy. Here's Justin.
All right, goes where he gets the break. Takes the can to the air, goes to the many missiles. And yep.
Follow-up was good.
One of the benefits that she's gotten from the patch, the fact of that OTGs now.
There is still a lot of work to be done as Chizuru comes in, which made, obviously, pretty quick work of Jenet last time. Oh, okay, the read.
The jump in. Goes in for it. Gets the full combo off it. Corner pressure mounting up. All right, good use of the anti-air there for the 2C. Still manages to reach.
Yeah, over it?
Right
what on?
Over. Not dealing with these projectiles today.
Yeah, she can just get through it anyway with that. It's great call, great timing. And just like that, it is match point for FKang.
Oh, yeah. All right, but again, both characters with max mode available. One solid confirm is going to, drop one of these characters. Oh, and it begins. And that really hurts.
Yeah, and knowing that if Chizuru does go down, he'll have built a lot of meter by that point anyway. Liz stuck, no specials.
Again, all he can do right now is just pray at the altar of that 5D.
Just hoping.
Max innovation.
It's a couple bars gone. FKang just backs off. He's hoping to block it out.
Oh, and he's get it. All right, evens up things just a wee bit. Life lead still in FKang's favor.
And you can see by his play right now, he doesn't need to make anything happen except for one hit. He knows it. Okay, well, this round's not going to work out for him. But look at this huge disparity in life as Krohnen comes in with a couple of bars, almost 3.
Okay, so now this really does fall to FKang to not drop the ball on this. This is one of those terrible things where you get a character and you think that they've become the cornered mouse, and then you realize, yeah, cornered mice are very dangerous.
Well, so is the mousetrap, and just like that, FKang springs it on Justin, and he's going to move on in winner's side. Justin down to loser's side. Let's talk a little bit about who we have in here in this top 48.
Oh, yeah.
If you at home would like to follow along, please head over to start.gg, just search for CEO, and then follow whichever game you're interested in. But I assume that you're interested in KOF because you're watching this.
Hey, you're here.
It's going to be a bunch of strong players.
Yeah.
From
like
North America and from South America.
Some of these names I'm seeing, I recognize them from New York. Some of them I recognize from yesterday. A lot of the players that we saw yesterday, just unbelievable, man. We got coming up now, PAKO coming up against BBZ.
Yeah, PAKO second at Combo Breaker not too long ago. Definitely one to be watching for this. But BBZ as well from Florida, really strong player.
No, and one of the things I enjoy about PAKO is that PAKO is the one who made everybody stand up and notice Chizuru. And since then, people have been picking her up. People have been like really exploring the space with Chizuru. They've been making the motions necessary to like really bring this character to the forefront, making her what, in the short period between Combo Breaker and now, she has become, a roster standard in my case.
Yeah, all over the place. You just saw a couple of her. Yeah, we're expecting to see more of that. You had the Luong there as well.
Goodness.
It was cool to see Luong, Chizuru, Elisabeth. For BBZ, we've seen several over the time that I've seen him play. I've seen him play at ICFC a couple of times, where he is currently 15th overall. And when I've seen him there, it's been with Benny, Shermy, Krohnen, but you know, we'll see.
And let's see, these guys, they have their go-tos. That is without a doubt.
Yeah.
At the same time, they are on that level where if they have to switch it up, they have pocket teams. You just know that somewhere there's a little short list.
Sure,
You
yeah.
just know we got everything scribbled down. Say, all right, let me swap out Benny for this one again. And they're ready for nearly everything. All right, just get this quick button check, make sure everything is, you know, technically accurate, technically sound. Don't have any difficulties like we did yesterday where just, you know, even after all this time, you still deal with the desync problem.
Sure.
You know? And the one that actually hit us yesterday was, I cannot remember the name of the player, but he was on stage, he was in the middle of his match, controller died. Right in the middle of everything. And he was winning, that's what hurts.
Okay, yeah, it is in fact going to be a pretty different lineup here.
Okay, so now we got this going. Yeah, there is a
Same lineup
lot.
for PAKO when it comes to that, but got Gato, Rock.
Yeah,
Yashiro.
There is a lot of upper tier quality going on right now.
Yeah, that's a good list. That's a good list.
And again, it was wise. Keeping Yashiro on anchor, definitely one of the big victors from the latest patch.
For sure.
He's back to his bully status again. There's a reason that he was the second to last person you fought in KOF 97. Oh, that reminds me, there's still the Awakened Orochi team coming.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they just announced that. So he's got Gato on point. Luong starts on point.
Right, this is definitely a tactical advantage here for Luong. Simply due to the fact that again, Luong's reach is far greater than everybody gives her credit for.
Sure, yeah. I mean, she's attacking from half screen.
And just takes it to the air. Nothing needs for it. Just a reset. Good sweep there from BBZ.
Actually ducked the CDGs. Oh, patience!
Yo.
Both of these characters who have such airborne opportunities are really grounded so far. Okay,
there we go.
Close it up, yes.
Push it down, and again, this is smart stuff from BBZ. Oh, may have spoken a little bit too soon. No meter to really capitalize on the combo, but again, the damage is done. Again, that sweep with Luong. If there was ever an all-purpose button for a game like KOF 15, it's Luong's 2D.
Underneath, he was looking for the jump, and BBZ is going to get in there and find the round. Okay. You can see where PAKO was playing. He was hoping to see Gato go to the sky. That's not what happened initially.
All right, now we have to deal with this bomb torch. And BBZ has to be very, very careful. And that's where it is.
Okay, so we're just going to go into the next round, even on life. Pretty even on meter.
Good mint condition play right now, and here's another guy who, again, Rock has benefited, not necessarily from the patch. Rock has simply benefited from being allowed to be Rock again. Brought back a couple of moves that gave him his break mechanic from Kuro, gave him his top attack, which has basically been stealing turns all weekend from people. Now PAKO applying the pressure.
Yeah, also, okay, great interruption timing.
And there it is right there.
He finds a way out, keeps the bars. Ah!
Right. PAKO just a little bit too far away to capitalize on that punish. Okay. All right, not bad. Push PAKO back to the corner. Tries to get that with the mid-air, but no blowback.
Pretty tough to deal with Rock in this situation. His corner control, fantastic. That said, the hit comes, he's just going to dump it all to make sure he gets this character out.
Yeah.
But Yashiro comes in. Pretty well locked and loaded on the bar.
Yeah, man, that's a lot to worry about. But he still has the Chizuru on anchor. So right now, what PAKO needs to focus on is building meter as best he can and trying to whittle down as much of Yashiro as possible. One solid confirmed will be a dropped character yet.
Oh, yeah. He's not going to need to spend much bar to do that.
Trying to go with the sledgehammer with the jet stream.
Yeah, I love it. Maintaining the corner. Again, he had 5 bars. Why not?
And again, keep that pressure on. They can play your game at this point.
Lots of air approach here against the character who has a good solution to that.
Here we go. Not just inches, no seconds away from that.
Big hope.
And man. Nobody there for the Shatter Strike. And again, these guard cancels from BBZ.
Finally, the anti-air comes. PAKO patient, knowing he is caged.
But he's still, again, strategically, he's still working the magic because, again, time's whittling down.
Absolutely, yeah, I love this from him right now. Okay, finally, the hit comes. Chizuru comes in, and she does not have many resources. That said, as we have seen, just a bar and a half, she can do a lot of damage.
Yeah. All right, now he's going to have to play the guessing game. And granted, there are a couple of those small tricks that you can use to tell whether you're going for the, oh man, this is going to be big. And again, puts the stamp on it.
Yo, okay. No, 60 whips. What? Oh, that is killer. That actually could have killed, and instead it's a totally different situation.
Okay, so now...
Patient goes for the slowest overhead in the world. Again.
Still catches.
Ah, man, boy. Safe jumping even against the EX's armor.
All right, so we see it there. PAKO, bring it down to the wire. Tiny little mishap with the drop combo, but again, the mark of a professional is being able to keep your cool in any situation. You know, it's the joke that everybody has because, you know, my beautiful voice. I always like to say that, again, no, the FGC Bob Ross, we don't have drop combos here, just happy little resets, that's all. Happy little resets. All right.
Again, with that second place finish at Combo Breaker, PAKO, one of the favorites to move through this top 48, continue moving forward as well.
He's going to have his work cut out for him, though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw how close that was.
All right, starting up again. PAKO on the board first. BBZ again, trying to get this pressure going.
Sick.
I used to, Jesus. Really juggling with the sweeps now.
Yeah, that's sick. Look at this range he's holding. Oh, man, that is a frustrating spot, even for Gato.
And again, for somebody who's got like Gato's speed and his air maneuverability, you're still having to deal with this gigantic line in the sand there. Pun intended.
It's his time to pressure. Only for a little bit. Yeah, you mentioned some of the benefits of Gato. Also fantastic hitboxes on a bunch of stuff. It's hard for a lot of characters to deal with that.
All right, goes the follow-up.
Nice, underneath.
Go. Got him for the rumble and the drop. Good grip of damage on there.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Oh.
It begins.
Come on.
Oh, God, and this is what the character is known for. Everywhere you think you're blocking, she's on the other side. Right, so again, Rock, BBZ's Rock coming up against PAKO's Lady Legacies. God, that stare down.
Just relentlessly holding that spot on screen. Yeah, going in a little bit, but if it doesn't work out, as we see, backs off to this exact spot right here again.
Yeah, comfortable, homey. That's where she wants to be. Again, by now going for it. It starts. This is what we're talking about.
BBZ's in big trouble.
Stare down.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. It'll be all up to the final character, all up to the anchor for BBZ.
Again, the mileage that PAKO is getting off of them legs right now, man. Let's see what he's going to be able to pull off. What's he going to do? All right, flashes on the anti-air.
Try for the trade anti-air again. PAKO, as soon as he got hit, you guys can't see it, but he actually just leaned back in the chair, took his hands off the stick. He knew where things were headed.
Right.
Headed to the next round.
You know, but again, that's the benefit here. PAKO's got the character lead by a good margin.
Right, right. Oh!
Here we go. Opportunity. Right, keeping that block pressure up.
Ah, what a block.
This is going to hurt.
What patience right there. What a read by PAKO.
Gets it out, and again, still has meter with 50% gone. Again.
He just knew it. I mean, again, you can see where he was standing, and that has been the go-to approach, of course.
Definitely, man. Seriously,
back off by the littlest bit. Get out of throw range.
Again,
Two
at this
Bs
point,
for the solution.
I know it's going to show my age, but clearly it would be a safe bet to assume that Elisabeth is Manfred Mann's favorite character, just blinded by the light in all of these tactics, man. It is unbelievable, and you see it right there. That type of lineup, that type of, again, just ring generalship that you saw from, PAKO's Luong.
Yeah.
Then to turn around, take out basically, 2.5 characters, falls back to Elisabeth. And Elisabeth, again, such an explosive character. Offense is there. She's got the spacing. She's got the zoning. The triple DP combo there, like, just, it's a guaranteed bread and butter for her. So much that can be done off of that. And again, it's very low risk and very high reward with her.
You could see that. As we've been playing here, we have seen in the bracket some things already happen. So ChrisG's already moved into the next round over Talbiops, this player here from Brazil. Tamago made it over Dark King into the next round. Juicebox made it over KOF.
Really?
Into the next round.
Okay, that one, it's not alarming to me, but at the same time, what I saw KOF do yesterday, that is a little bit of a gasp. I have to be very, very serious about that because KOF, they got on the stage yesterday and they just, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, KOF was the one who got on stage twice and they had 4 back-to-back consecutive OCVs with Rock.
Let's go.
Again, just literally, nobody got a chance to breathe. Nobody got a chance to, like, try and flex or anything. Nobody got a chance to show off any of the tech they're working with. No. KOF, they were not having any of it yesterday.
Well, you know what else they don't have any of is the rest of the winner's side. It's going to have to be in loser's side all the way through. Juicebox actually looked really good this morning in the previous pool.
Nice.
We're going to head down to loser's side, where it's ElCreeblue versus Alphonso.
Oh, these two, they were on stage yesterday.
Yeah.
And again, both players definitely came to show out. Now, the question that I have is, again, who is going to take the lead on this? Not so much the life leader, character lead, just who is going to control the pace of this match? Because that is going to determine who wins in this point.
I've known of Alphonso for a long time. I feel like going back, I don't know, a decade at this point. Long time. Was a strong player in some previous games, not just in KOF, but other stuff as well. Let's see what they're running here.
All right.
Rock,
Okay.
Geese.
And Ash.
And Ash on anchor, and then B.Jenet, Blue Mary, Yashiro again on anchor.
Okay. Taking it to the Coliseum. Nice.
Nothing will stop this show.
And again, a lot of talent right there in that lineup. And me, like, I'm a hopeless, unrequited Geese stan. So like, anytime I see him anywhere, I'm just glad that he's on screen.
That's cool. I like Geese in this game.
You know the really funny thing about Geese? He's been around for so long, but the trick about Geese is that he plays differently in every game. You
That's
always
what
have to
everybody keeps
relearn.
telling
Yeah,
me.
you have to relearn him every time he shows up.
As somebody who didn't have as much experience in previous games, I'm just viewing him in the context of this game, and I think he's pretty sick personally.
Oh yes, you would be 100% correct. All right, right now Alphonso again, he's coming out there and he is definitely holding. Oh, surprise DP. He needs to get the service punch. Ooh. Taking his time with that overhead. And launches into the corner. Alphonso has to be careful. That guard meter is getting mighty shallow, but he switches it around, gets the EX, takes it to the sky. All right, again, not going to punish afterwards.
Very, very light on pressure. He actually just backed right off.
Good roll away.
Again, very light on pressure.
That's all she needs again. Swumman's buttons, man.
Yeah, man, it really is that. It was individual hits. It was 2-hit combos, really. That did the trick. So the Geese comes in.
Oh, yeah. The question is that with all of the, offensive maneuvers that Geese can have, the one thing that I don't get to see too much of is that people keep forgetting to apply his counters.
He was just trying right
Going
there. He was looking for it, yep.
But again, like I said, at the same time, you have to pick your spots with it.
Of course, yeah.
All right.
Directly out of the corner. Alphonso now pressuring. Back against the roll comes, and it's ElCreeblue's turn.
Okay, going short. Nobody there for the jump in. Catches the sweep.
Aye.
Not quick enough on the draw with the lows. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's risky against a character like Jenny with so many air options. All right.
Okay, now here's the funny thing. I know for a fact that ElCreeblue was going for the pickup, but unfortunately, the low moon slice came out. But he was there in time to get the low to no 2As to get them started. And again, it's a slight input error, but I understand where it's coming from. And again, marry a character that has so many tools at their disposal. But again, it's not going to matter. It's moon slice.
Ooh. What a call.
Yeah, I said, wake up, wake up.
And then again, very, very light.
Got him.
Alphonso's style is so interesting. It is super neutral heavy. We've seen a lot of individual hits. We haven't seen like oppressive offense. And this is a character in Mary who can definitely be a big jerk up close.
All right, man. Here comes Mr. Crimson. This character that just... There's a reason why he has that stance. He is nonplussed about much of anything going on.
Yo!
These empty jumps. Line in the sand with the kiss. The EX flames out. And again.
Wow, risky.
Opportunity there.
It was a big chance. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Falling out on the roll.
Not just roll, but that there wouldn't be like slide under it or something.
All right, so. Guitarist himself coming out. 4 meters here now. Alphonso has an opportunity to get very explosive right now, but he has to be painfully careful.
Hey! Oh no!
Oh, the timing.
And then nothing on ElCreeblue side. Yeah, you're right. That was a big moment. And in pressuring and moving forward, of course, you got to be cognizant of the flash kick.
Right.
But it's been Alphonso. I don't know that that's even been his style to be too worried about that kind of stuff. Again, it's been mostly him picking his spots on screen and not actually moving all that much forward.
Tries to go for the jump in dunk. Back step. No one there for the mid-air blowback. Guard cancel evasion.
I am a little worried for him in this style of play because the more that you give Ash time to build meter, the scarier that character is going to get.
Yes, yes. Manages to get the flash. Okay, gets the dunk. Starts at the low. Gets the grab. Pushes him all the way back to the corner. Goes for it again. Is he going to pull for the hat trick?
Oh, the old overhead. Ah, that should do it. All he needs is the final button. Alphonso takes the game.
All right, good stuff, man. And it's like you were saying, with this particular matchup, it hasn't been overbearing. It hasn't been like serious combo heavy stuff. They're just literally taking bits and pieces of each other and trying to move forward, trying to advance that type of mentality a little bit further. All right, but again, sitting back, we're going to jump right into it. Questions are, thoughts going into these guys' minds right now. All right, starts off with mid, gets the combo. And again, decent grip of damage in the very beginning.
Yeah.
All right, locks down the corner. Fights away.
Wow, all right.
Nice.
We've been talking a lot about Alphonso's style and what he wants to do, but ElCreeblue up close, you can see he does definitely want to play a little bit more traditional pressure game.
Beautiful. Goes for it. Gets the hard edge. Nice. Full conversion off. And again, just hard pressure. All right, so now gears have been shifted a little bit. ElCree has pumped it up to the second cast. And yeah, already B.Jenet is down. Let's see if Alphonso can change gears here himself. All right, goes to the DP and the follow-up.
See, ElCreeblue putting on a lot of crouch blocks there just in case, but I don't know that Alphonso's the kind of player to bring out that slide. Okay.
Has an opportunity. And again, manages to get out.
Hey!
Gotcha. The 1 and the 2. Right, trying to go with the deep jump in. Sends out the rolling kick. Good enough blowback. And goes to the slide. Oh, gotcha again.
Needs a little more. What a chase! It wasn't enough. Did you see how early he did that DP?
Again.
I don't think Rock was at the top of his jump yet.
No, he was not. I can't even call that a read, right? That was a prediction. Okay. That was prognostication.
Yeah. He saw into the future. He knew. So as a result, it's even on life at least.
Again. All right, decent trade. All right, takes him there below back. Guard cancel elevation, get out of the corner, switches it right back up. Reduces the 2C again. Nice old mid-air poke. Oh, one more.
We did see ElCreeblue jump out of that a couple times for game 1. We haven't seen it yet this one.
Oh,
no.
The EX. Right. Good defense thus far from ElCreeblue. Gotcha.
Hey, let's go.
Wow.
She's got her own option. Yo!
Oh my goodness, we got the throw loops. Okay.
Ooh!
Try to go for the hat trick. I'm not mad at Alphonso.
I like it actually because considering how he played game 1, where it was a lot more backing off, a lot more like not even pressuring a lot of the times. This is the change that I think he needed.
Yes. Again, gets the damage, sets him up.
Mine is there.
Alright, slice. And again, flash kick. It's always on deck.
Speaking of on deck, that DP has just been so important.
Ooh, shuts down the shatter shot.
He will not let the jumps, not even the hops, come out.
Skies are not safe today.
That's the primary thing about his Marys.
Yep.
Okay, the grabs are here too. But really what I think about when I think about, yo, come on! Did you need to go and do that? You could have just done a meaty.
Alright, let's go for the little kick.
Oh, no.
And Alphonso, man. This is part of the reason why I love watching him play. First match, again, slightly standoffish. It was literally a bit more of a no, I'll hit you here, I'll take one there. Second match comes in, fully aware of the no ring, fully aware of the spacing. Every time he got close, goes for the real counter suplex. Not once, not twice, goes for it 3 times. Manages to connect on just about everyone. Incredible stuff, bro.
Considering how, like, light he was on offense in game number 1, to basically seal the set by just doing straight up meaty DP. I know you're going to jump. I wouldn't have guessed that either. No way would I have thought that was coming.
And that's why we're on this
side.
I love it.
No, I'm giving him props. I love that change. I love that change.
Oh, man. Oh,
ooh,
God,
okay, we got a fun one coming up for y'all. We have Romance, who's made it past Static Gorilla. As I mentioned earlier, Tamago made it over Dark King. They now play each other. It's going to be Romance.
And again, this is one of those moments
2 players who know each other well.
Very much so. And I got to remember what Rome and Nothing XS was saying at Combo Breaker. Consider, if you will, the level of talent and competition when you have Romance and Tamago fighting to get to top 16. Okay?
Yeah.
Take that into consideration for a little bit.
Absolutely right.
Unbelievable stuff. But again, these two, like you said, long history with each other. They have, done this dance many a time before. The question now becomes, how do you try to overcome somebody who knows you so well? Where does the player knowledge end, and where does the familiarity that they have with you begin?
Romance got 7th at Combo Breaker, got 9th at Texas Showdown. Pretty good showings. Tamago got 1st at Combo Breaker.
Yes, he did.
And he's also currently 4th in the ICFC standings. If y'all have been watching that, that is a super strong, high-level series happening all over the world. One of the regions is North America, and man, that is a super tough tournament. There are folks who get regular top 8s at other events, and I see them show up at ICFC. They're getting 25th, 33rd. Yeah,
like I said again, just the ebb and flow of like just skill, competition, and on top of everything else, it's always going to be nerves. When you're playing, even if it's online, when you're playing at that echelon, dealing with that type of notoriety, that type of talent, all eyes are on you. And it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this. At some point or another, that awareness is going to creep in a little bit. I was talking about it with Proxy earlier, how you have to always take into consideration that when you're at home, you're doing this online, all right, this is you, the sticks, the game, that's it. Maybe you have somebody there who's like rooting you on, maybe somebody's like bringing you water and whatnot, it's all fine and good. But then you come back to offline. Again, like the world's starting to turn one more time. You get back offline, and then you suddenly have to remember, okay, there's the crowd behind me, there's the camera that's on me at all times.
Yep.
And again, there are thousands of people watching at home. All right, again, Man.
That big bomb on anchor, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to explode back there. We got Chizuru starting out.
Okay,
JWong, Liz. Kula shows up for the first time on this segment of the stream.
And this will be a tricky match. Now, don't get me wrong, Kula, she's back to her 14 strength, which is just bad news for everybody. But now she's coming up against characters that she didn't have to fight earlier.
Okay.
So there's this little bit of unfamiliarity they have to worry about. Sometimes that plays in because, you know, if you don't know what you should be afraid of, why be afraid? At the same time, that also leaves you wide open to be completely gobsmacked once the offense kicks in.
I don't think either of these guys is going to get caught off guard.
Oh, no.
They are ready for this.
Yeah, full distance.
Even just contesting that mid-range right there. Look how neither one wanted to approach there.
It's free real estate and nobody's buying it. All right, and again, Romance putting out that first little bit of pressure. Tamago in the corner. Play with what you got. All right, decent trade.
Woo.
All right, good.
Knocking a clone out of the sky.
Nice DP.
Here comes Kula. Ooh, just interrupted, blown up right like that.
And Romance, again, being very, very measured in this offense. And again, therein lies the trick. That is the downside.
Super interesting range that Wero's playing from kind of outside of clone.
All right, goes with CX, nice. Good old B&B.
Push right back out. Oh, man.
Oh, here we go.
The roundhouse whiff. Did you ever see Chizuru roundhouse whiff?
Yeah.
I mean, a great button, but no, again, excellent spacing by Tamago and then sealing it in the corner.
All right, so again, 18 seconds left. Not a whole bunch of life coming back, but just ever so slightly into the green. But that's going to be a very quick change with B.Jenet on the screen. All right, gets a jump in, goes to the low pressure. Gets that double tap on the midair. All right, sends out the tornado.
Wow, got there in time.
Again, like I said, the shenanigans that this woman can apply during her matches.
She's so sick, man. I just love the movement with her. Not a character that I play, but I do enjoy watching other people do it.
Again, Tamago definitely fully aware of what Jenet can do, especially coming from Romance.
Hoping to have seen a little bit more commitment out of Jenet with the roll, but instead Tamago's going to find the hit here.
And doesn't have enough needed to really capitalize on the punish, but again, combo does what it needs to do. Right down in the corner. There we go. Goes to the 2C, gets reset back into neutral.
Just putting up the wall. I really like the solution that Romance had there. Yeah, that was really good.
Wow.
Oh!
Yeah.
What attack as well!
You know, this patience, even with, that's the crazy thing, even with Tamago having that life lead, still on pins and needles, because again, we all know that one solid confirm from B.Jenet, it's going to turn everything around.
Oh, look for grab there, not there though.
Here we go. Good roll.
Yeah, getting away from the setup.
That's not bad. Again, low start pressure. Try to get the overhead.
Again, this range Rock's playing at, just not an easy spot for even Liz to handle.
So again, Tamago not afraid to spend that little bit of meter to get the no damage that he needs. He isn't trying to roll the dice. He wants to finish. All right. Just like
Expert
that.
play. Again, that range he was playing at was perfect. He delayed that final hop CD that he did. He had been doing it at kind of regular timings, and you saw Romance try to come in and interrupt.
Yeah.
And instead, because there was a later timing on it from Tamago, he found the hit and was able to get corner pressure.
Yeah,
Just
right
even
now.
little things like that. A lot of stuff stands out about this guy.
Okay. So we switch up the order, try to adjust strategy. Or it could just be taking a simple breather.
Yeah. It is going to be a difference in order. Actually, now it's Liz in front. Jenny in the back. Chizuru's in the middle. That range that Tamago was playing as Kula outside of Chizuru, even as she has such range with clone pressure, again, that range that Kula was at did not make it look easy.
Alright, so again, shake out all them jitters, boys. It's time to fight. And again, just in the low pressure, it automatically starts. 5 hits in, locked in the corner. Ooh, deep jumping.
Man, how's this character skating on the beach? Come on! Doesn't make any sense.
Full combo off. On that again.
Yeah, you know, Romance just desperately trying to escape, and again, it's Tamago who has the solution. You just went full screen corner carry. Almost. 3/4 screen corner carry. Oh, no.
And yeah, this is worst case scenario right now.
Yeah. And in part because this is the matchup that he picked away from, right? He wanted to get out of this matchup. Now Chizuru comes in against full health Kula. Yeah, you can just dunk her when she's trying to throw out the clones.
All right, goes to the kiss. Again, this corner pressure, it's coming back. Evasion, get away. Still have to tag her. Oh, baby. Right now. Again, like I said, full screen punish.
Okay. Romance trying to pick into the corner.
Okay, he's trying to fight. All right. Too bad. Again, this low start off from Tamago, man. It's what's been really, really just egging Romance on. Again, he's trying to go. He's trying to like adjust to what he would assume is a high-low, but then out comes the Ice Mist.
Yeah. Yeah, Wero doing a great job at egging on the opponent.
All right, and Tamago right now, he is in full control.
Yeah, he's boiled it all the way down to Jenny.
Like you said, that was the matchup that he was trying to get away from, and it paid absolutely no dividends.
Right.
Ooh, opportunity. There we go. Ooh, nice conversion.
Even little scrambles like that are, you know, great for Romance, I guess, in a sense, but as Tamago finds the hit.
Yeah.
But it just all kind of feels like free damage at this point.
Yep.
You know, Kula goes down, that's going to be totally fine for Tamago.
Yeah.
Just one of those why not do it moves.
Trying to go for the poke. I respect the pressure, but again, it's not paying off. He's not getting these not getting the confirms. He's not getting the damage that he needs. And like you just said, all right, Kula can be done with for now, but there's still 2 characters on.
It's going to have to be a Grand Slam for Romance to make this comeback happen.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to go for the Rolling Thunder. Bait something out. All right, I like the idea. Keeps that forward pressure going.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, about half of the guard bar down on that. Tamago away since then. Oh, no!
Ooh. All right. Is he going to cash out for it?
He just built that second bar, literally on that hit, and that's going to do it, sending Romance into loser's side. Right. Tamago will move on to the top 8.
All right.
In fact, we should say we're in top 48. You may conceive of that as basically being top 32, with the exception of the 3 people made it out of pools. So to win 2 after that, if you're in winner's side, means that you're then in top 8.
Right.
Some of the other matches that we have to make top 8, I think we're going to head down to losers first, but we will hopefully see ViolentKain versus ChrisG.
Oh boy.
To make top 8. We just saw Romance Tamago. Actually, PAKO already beat FKang in winner's side to make the top 8.
God damn.
So PAKO has moved forward, sending down the Brazilian player into loser's side. So I imagine a lot of the rest of what we're going to see for now is going to be that loser's match.
And yeah, that is where again, like the claws really come out on loser's side, because everybody is fighting for tournament life there, and they know that, all right, if I get past one hill, I still have another mountain to climb. And it just keeps getting higher and keeps getting higher. Oh, man.
So we have coming up StoryBook versus Yamcha.
Again, just want to make sure get everything sorted out there. But like I said, if by chance you are just tuning in right now, again, this is Afro Dynamic. I'm being joined by Ultra David, and you are here at CEO Day 2 watching the top 48 for KOF 15.
I always like checking to see who sent down players, because you can kind of get a sense from that of, you know, if you lost to like the world's best player, maybe you're the second best player in the world, right? Like, it's possible. So just to review this, again, we have StoryBook versus Yumcha coming up. Yumcha was sent down by BBZ, who we saw earlier, and PAKO is who sent StoryBook down to loser's side.
Okay.
And again, we already know that PAKO has moved on into top 8 winners himself.
And so now it's sitting pretty. Again, this is one of those things where, like, how do I put this into words, basically? What always blows my mind whenever it comes to, like, you know, the funneling process after, you know, pools and whatnot, is just the amount of mental fortitude that you have to put into play when it comes to, again, thinning the herd. That culling process, you know, that is just so ruthless. It is so brutal. And it's always going to be a, like, literally life or loss type situations. And now we see it. We got a Robert and a Meitenkun coming up there. Oh dear.
Yeah, and interesting on the right side, we have a king. People were watching that previous set of pools before this came on. There were like 4 king players in that thing. Hey. We're going to have another one coming up now.
You know, here's the funny thing about King. Now, granted, yes, she is not at her absolute best in terms of moveset. There are a couple of, like, you know, specials that she had in the earlier games that didn't transfer all the way over here. At the same time, because she has her overhead back now, because she has her, you know, mid-air Venom Strike, and because she has the guard point on her 5B, these are all very, very small things that make big differences. Case in point.
Kula Robert Meitenkun and King Hyo Liz.
And again, like I said, now granted, yes, she used to be one of the better rushdown characters, but now because of the way things are working in 15, she has to have made the transition to becoming a zoner. But I still believe she is very, very viable in that role.
I think so too, and I think that there is a lot to be said with her when it comes to offense too. It's not like it's super tricky stuff. Her overhead's pretty slow, but she's got a lot of just solid things. Hit confirmable slide, pretty nice.
And again, like I said, able to bounce off that pressure there.
Matchup where it's not that easy to zone as you saw. So here's Kula pressuring up in the corner.
Full combo off it. There we go. Again, work the slide. Misses the double. I get some mid-air blowback.
Knockdown.
Going for it. And again,
looking for the fast fireball. Here we go.
Mid-air EX. Trying to go for the anti-air.
Yes.
Down
10 on the
wire.
clock. Oh, and the whip punish. Wow, backed off. Venom Strike comes out, and Yumcha's going to take a super close round 1.
Now it's Old Man Robert on screen.
Old Man Robert.
And again, like I said,
closing it out quickly.
Right, like I said, not really a whole bunch of commitment needed for that one. You know, the real challenge now steps up on the screen. Because I was talking to a few people the other day, and I forget, it was, you know, I believe it was ViolentKain himself, who somebody asked him how he thought about Kyo, you know, especially with the way that he worked in that match. And ViolentKain just whispered, yeah, he's broken.
Okay, okay. I know.
Okay, and again, trying to go for body toss. Trying to go for the quick out.
Preemptive air CD. Yeah, again, just hoping to find this corner pressure, where he is now.
Right now, both players have to be very, very careful. They're
bar.
in range. They have enough and no resources available to really, really unload. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and going for the advance cancel. And again, that's what we're talking about. Just this damage out of nowhere.
Stabbing right back in when StoryBook did not expect it. The Sleepy Kid comes in. Meitenkun, he's got 4 bars, 4.5 bars.
And again, Meitenkun, another character that truly shines in this particular meta. Yeah, here we go. You don't jump on meta.
Yeah.
This don't do it. Again, like I said, speed. The fact that, like, He has the dash punch, but at the same time, he has that slow projectile.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
demands that you not move.
That's that punish on it. Jeez. The speed of that thing. Yeah, of course, right. He can be played as the zoner. You're kind of just being an annoying character from range, or you can burst in whenever you want.
We're down to
Maybe you're taking a risk in doing so, but yeah. Hoping to see a jump again.
Trying to hand off, right? Send it back to him.
Yeah, how much you can spend? Okay.
All right. Trying to go for the drop.
Woo! The cross-up jump B.
Make this count.
Yeah, that is absolutely going to happen. Oh, no! That said, StoryBook's going to come out of this thing pretty much loaded on resources.
Oh, yeah. And the damage. All right, opportunity.
It's still going to be a couple hits that Yamcha will need. StoryBook honestly needs one hit himself.
True.
Yo, okay. All right.
Oh, there he is. And again,
I love the idea of that in that range, the little projectile reflect. You know, if he throws out the projectile, cool. If not, if he goes to the sky, cool.
Again, I said patience paying dividends right there for Yamcha. That's right, man. Take it in, release, keep that energy going, keep that mindset in check. Yeah. Always makes you wonder what everybody's listening to.
Yeah, yeah. What gets you going?
Okay. That's got a little deep there for it to be negated. That.
Ooh, I love the back off.
Wow.
Oh man, these different timings are really screwing up Yamcha.
Okay, nice little trade there. Okay, set it back. Right,
oh, here we go.
Slide goes.
Oh, no cancel on slide. Yeah, that could have been a lot more damage.
Okay, okay. Keep it together, man. All right, keep the defense up.
I mean, if you're StoryBook, you've kind of lost a significant life lead already.
All right, good defense there on the Shadow Strike.
Again, the backing off, the breath comes out.
And just like match one, this is getting down to the wire.
She gets punished from that range. Wow, not a lot of characters get that.
Okay.
Shout outs to the range on 2B.
All right, so again, StoryBook taking the first front character down. There's the old George R. Martin matchup, Fire and Ice. Yeah, StoryBook could still, again. No, all right. Wow. Interrupt the Rackets.
Gotcha. Okay.
Not bad. Keep it simple. That's the main thing, especially when you know that you got more to deal with on the other end of that character. Just try to get it done as quickly as possible. There you go. Sweep. Tries to go for the overhead. Meets him in the air. Wow, nice stagger with no low into the sweep again.
Yeah, there are some different timings coming out of Robert here. Hey.
Activation. Is he going to go for it?
I would think so. Yeah, he busts it all out. Getting close to where he wants to be. Ooh. Man, when that happened, StoryBook, I saw reeled back in his seat. He's got one character left between him and elimination.
This is on the line right now. Again, he's got enough resources on deck where he can put down this Kia, but he can't get overzealous. He can't overcommit.
Meanwhile, pretty different. Oh, wow. Okay, Yamcha's going to get a nice punish. I think that might have been a sign of overcommitting there on StoryBook's side.
Ooh, but again, good wake up. Go straight. All right. Conserve that meter, man.
Yeah, he's still got a whole other character to get through. Ooh, hoping to see jump, nothing.
Yep. again.
Yeah. Okay, so you know what? He did exactly what he needed to do. He got through. He's got almost 3 bars. And it's doable. That said, I really liked how Yamcha's Liz handled the matchup last time.
Agreed. Go. Again. Both players, again, they realize what is at stake here, so they're trying to be not necessarily conservative, they're trying to be cautious. And there's a very strong difference between those two, believe me.
I'm a little worried about the same strings that he's been. Oh my god, it went out to space. Okay, yeah, this time not just going straight in for the firewall pressure as he had done before, so he is mixing it up a bit, but maybe not enough. This character's got another life, another lease on life.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
That's gonna do it. Okay.
Okay, again, I was about to have some words for Yamcha had he not taken this victory.
So that was StoryBook, down here from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Wow.
And Yamcha, fighting from Louisville, continues on in the bracket.
All right, so again, like I said, my palpitations notwithstanding. All right, still a great match, and there are more to come. What we're going to do right now, I mean, we have to really acknowledge the people who help make these events possible.
Absolutely right. Here's a couple of them. Enter bts.gg/giveaway for your chance to win one of these here prizes. Would you like $150 reduced Pop Shot? Of course you would.
Hey, man.
You would. I would.
Better ingredients, better pizza, all right? And again, we also have to hit up our boy Drizzen. Underworld are 20% off using the code CEO2022. You see it right there. If there are any characters that you want to actually just have memorialized in that 11x17 print, hit up our boy Drizzen at www.underworld.games.com.
There's a lot of cool stuff to pick up here at CEO, and if you're at home, you can do the same. Visit 10-o.gg/merch to check out a bunch of this cool stuff we got going on. That was a whole lot of gear. Here's some Tekken shirts you can pick up.
Again, that Jack
I love how that Jack looks. I was just going to say it. Look at that guy. The King's
that,
pretty cool. They're all cool. All right, fine.
Very much. They're all cool.
The
but
Jack's
again, the Jack that definitely stands out just a little bit. He's the original meme machine. And in case, of course, if you're going to be here at CEO, why not take some proof back home? Go again there. CEO.gaming.gen.gg. Scan the QR code again. Go to the website. You see all the merch you have there. You have the full Beach Bro, the full Matt Riddle mix-up right here. You got the Bash at the Beach. You got the Sunburst shirt. You got it all.
I got to check this out when I get home. Rushdown Revolt. It's a new platform fighter you can check out for free on Steam. Just check out those QR codes to do so. Check out Reina as well. You can play early at EVO too if you're going to be headed over to EVO, which is in about a month and a half.
Give or take, yeah. And it's funny because I was seeing the Rushdown Revolt booth that they had in the back, and I'm looking at this new character, and for the life of me, again, it's just like this tiny little itch in the back of my head. Why does she look familiar to me? Okay. And it didn't dawn on me until last night. She reminds me of Alki from Project Justice.
Oh, wow.
Again, that's what, and that is by no means, that is a huge compliment because, again, she's one of my favorite characters.
Well, you all at home can see what we got coming up here. We got ViolentKain versus ChrisG. Let me tell you a little story about ViolentKain. So, ICFC was happening Thursday evening. Of course, here we are at CEO. There he is at CEO, and he was here, and he was in the lobby, and he was hooked up via Ethernet cable in the lobby. He brought his home setup, his personal computer, and he was playing right there. Everybody else is playing, like a lot of us were just playing regular matches. Like we're all getting games, whatever KOF gear, like whatever game. And he was sitting in the back just by himself, trying to do work on ICFC.
I said that is just testament to this man's dedication.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yep. Even here, he is trying to get everything he can going, all the experience he can. So as a result, he's currently second place at ICFC. Long-running series, of course. He got 9th at Combo Breaker.
Oh, yeah.
ChrisG got 5th at Combo Breaker. He got 2nd at Texas Showdown.
Yeah, you see, guys, he's just the medal showcase, the trophy, amount that these guys have to have, just between the two of them. That has to be enough to just fund a tiny little republic somewhere. All right. Okay, so.
Winner of this makes the top 8 in winner's side, and will play against Tamago in the next round. So BK, ChrisG,
Thank God, I absolutely.
Two players with a lot of history in this series.
And we're taking it to the GAW ring, my favorite stage, one of my favorite tracks. I still remember where I was when I saw the King of Dinosaurs trailer. I legitimately needed a cigarette afterwards. It was just so much awesome in a very short period of time.
All right, we got Heidern coming on. Heidern, Meitenkun, and Rock.
Right.
We saw Meitenkun from him before, of course.
This
Seen
is the
Rock
character
from him
that,
before.
Yeah, this is the character that like ChrisG used to like really, I want to say again, upset a lot of people. Not in the sense of like, you know, just throwing out where they're going to be in the bracket. I'm talking about just like to frustrate a lot of players.
Yeah, Heidern's super sick in this game. Lots of cool options, huge buttons.
Oh yeah, guy's got the reach, he's got the range.
Very fast.
He is always ready.
Oh, you gotta always be ready for that. Yep. Hard to jump on him.
Again, ViolentKain doing the wise thing, standing off and getting the rush down, trying to use every opportunity he can to get through Heidern's patient offense.
As you can see, it's not a lot of damage each time. It's just again really hard to actually get the jump if the Heidern player is ready.
Oof. It's the throw and the chop. All right, nobody there for the fireball. Oh, man, just connect.
Yep, and again. See Chris looking for. I'm surprised we didn't see Flash Kick come out.
Goes to the EX. Gotcha.
ViolentKain maybe hoping to have seen the wake up. There was nothing. Look at the time now. As this frustrating style, as you called it, is working out for Chris.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Oh! The normal grab takes it.
Down to the wire. And that's probably just going to be the pace of this matchup. See it back up. We tech those in this ring, son.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, it's the craziest thing. Like, it's one of the attacks that like he specifically is known for, and yet nobody ever expects him to double tap on for some reason. Okay, again. Until he will. Yeah. The pickup. Back down.
Ah!
Ooh.
We never saw it out of Heidern. Finally comes out of Meitenkun.
Closer. Yeah. Ready and waiting for it. And the overhead.
Killing it on offense right now. Chris finally with the tech. He's still stuck. No. Oh, it's a kind of funky opportunity. Yeah, I'm sure he wasn't looking for the Shadow Strike there.
And right now, Chris finding his way out of the corner, but ViolentKain still in the driver's seat. And the patience from VK right now.
Yeah, as you can see it right there. He did not immediately press. He's waiting to see what Chris does.
Yeah, again, these techs, man.
There it is, finally.
Here we go. Cash out a little bit. Get that damage. And then now it's Chris applying the pressure.
Yeah, I mean, suddenly, wow. A little bit too far, but suddenly that was almost even in life.
And again, the fact that these dust-ups, they're getting so far down to the wire, it is taking so much to keep this going because, again, they're not getting a lot of life back in all these character changes.
Yeah, that's right.
Go. Trying to go for the low. See if he can get something started. Rocking to good position himself.
Very different style of rock than we've seen from other players. Underneath, but not there.
Yeah, VK again, applying the corner pressure, keeping him face down. EXDP gets him out.
Too
Nobody
far!
home for it. Oh! Still, it's all right. Good defense there from ChrisG. He was able to switch gears, turn on the dime, get ready for the next volley.
Got the rock mirror on anchor. Difference only in meter, although significant. And not just that, maybe I should say, also very different in play styles. Chris is almost a defensive rock, and for VK, as you can see, he's on offense.
Yeah.
He's going to spend all of it.
Yeah, he's really on offense right now.
Yeah.
And the double tap. Oof, and a mid-air blowback, and that is going to take one for ViolentKain. And like you said, when you bring up the mirror and everything, one thing that I always say is that when it comes to mirror matches, particularly in fighting games, particularly in KOF, it boils down to the old saying, it's not the car, it's the driver. And it's now at that point, it is a clash of mentality and ideology. And like you just said, we were there. We're watching it this whole time. Chris has been playing Rock, not necessarily, again, overly defensive, but he's, again, playing it in a very, very neutral space. He wants a player, he wants his opponent to come to him.
Yeah,
ViolentKain, on the other hand, is literally, again, full metal. He is all out there, pedal to the ground. He's going white knuckle speed.
With each of these characters, that has been Chris's style. He wants you to come to him.
Mm-hmm. And again, trying to keep this nice and slow. And this is the pace that he wants to start things off with. And if he can keep ViolentKain away, force him to make tiny little mistakes like that, he can get in and, again, really capitalize.
He knew it.
The XDP's behind him. Ooh. Wait a minute, is that the first record we've seen from Iori?
Yeah, it might be, actually.
My God.
Oh, what a jump timing. But that huge floaty Heidern jump was not going to be good for the punish. And again, we find Chris in the corner.
Right. Again, he's comfortable there. Right, nobody there for the 2C. Quick little trade. And again, the fact that these two are like just so talented, so storied when it comes to this game. Ooh, the ambiguous.
Speaking of something we hadn't seen yet.
Yes.
Even Chip's going to be a problem. Oh, wow. What bravery from BK side. Even if there had been just like wake up flash punch from Chris, that might have chipped out.
All right, so again, Sleepy going back on stage. One good breeze is going to take Iori out, but the fact that Heidern was the first to go down, that's a big, big turn of events here.
Ooh.
Right, full DP.
Just playing with a bit of house money here on Yuri. Okay, finally going to go down.
BK not going quiet, but yeah, like we said, not a whole lot that needed to be done to take Iori out here. Now we got Kyo, and they said, Kyo has been like the strong linchpin of ViolentKain's play thus far.
Yeah.
And the intensity of these stare downs between these two characters, man. All right, cash out, get a little bit there, good. Slow forward, meets on the inner poke.
It was the closest that Chris has actually gotten to offense in this whole set so far. Here he is.
Now. It doesn't go for the double tap. It's a crossover, no capitalize. Yep. Okay. And yeah, gets out of the overhead.
Right, okay.
All right, so again now, Chris taking the wheel here, having that very more neutrally focused style really take over. Okay, again goes to the soft hard edge. Not bad. Okay, defense nonetheless. And Chris just doing everything he can to just be impossible to touch.
Just chasing behind.
And if EK is perfectly fine to just take that little bit of chip damage, because he knows at some point Chris has to cross the threshold. He has to cross that plane.
Maybe. Right now Chris is going to spend what he can.
And short but sweet.
That was, again, one of the few offensive times Chris has tried something. It didn't work. Okay, fine, backing off. Back to where he clearly feels more comfortable. Yeah, yeah.
Just the wind up and just the freeze frame that you get when you win with that attack is hilarious to me. It's like, a breakdance move almost gone wrong. Okay, but now we are tied up here. We got ourselves a fight.
Yeah, that Meitenkun did big work. Taking out Kyo, really taking on all three of those. Putting the nail in Yuri and then the next two.
All right, so now the question that becomes, we see thus far that ViolentKain may have been able to figure out the Heidern riddle. But then the question becomes, what do you do about Meitenkun? Again, for a character who is primarily built to be defensive, but has that explosive offensive, roll of the dice, where do you go from there? And again, slowly, surely, steady.
Well, he's going back in with the same characters, the same lineup. Of course, he did it in game one. No EX to worry about there from Yuri, so Chris just going in for the fireball and pressuring.
Man.
I'm surprised.
Again, he wants you, he wants you to be where he is, okay?
It's just the hallmark of Chris's play in general. I feel like in every game he plays, which is basically every game, and in all of them he's a top player, he always has a little bit of a different take than most other players.
Very true. Get the air blow back. Okay. Again, slow, steady winning the race here.
It's for sure. Rolling through Yuri. Oh, I love the catch. Here we go.
Here we go. All right, it's a double tap on the record.
Oh, great E by Chris. And just getting out on his own, not spending any cash to do so.
Again, time about to become a factor. 17 seconds left on the clock.
And that's completely fine with Chris.
Oh, here we go.
DK had sensed that Chris. Oh, and then no punish. One of the very few.
And again, he's going to do it on the clock.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's up to Chris to make these final hits happen. Even the grab is not going to be enough. Even if he finds another grab, it's not going to be enough.
There you go. Has to go for that no 2B. And again, 2 seconds left on the clock. Nothing coming back. He still has to deal with Meitenkun.
This is the character that beat Yuri and then just took out Kyo and Rock right afterwards. So this is, although a great spot for VK, of course.
All right, moves to command normal. Gets the last bit of the kicks in. And corner pressure.
Hoping to bait something there from ViolentKain. Doesn't come. And Chris back to just patience.
Gotcha.
Too much. Oh, the tech was there.
Tech those.
That was tricky. That was cute.
Very sneaky stuff from ChrisG there. Question is, all right now, how is VK's Kyo going to handle Meitenkun this time? Holding the pillow, that's out. And slow, steady. ChrisG again, applying pressure.
Interesting wake up buttons. Yeah, VK challenge. He's going to try to do his best to get Meitenkun out of here. Spend whatever you can.
Back off. Not having any of this. Goes for the under. All right. And again, this is where ViolentKain is the most comfortable. Gets the command.
Even chip, yeah.
Just put him down. Put him to sleep. Put him in the corner because it's definitely nap time, which is probably his favorite time of the day.
Yeah. It's, I think that's just called the day for Meitenkun. So this Rock, last time we saw it, we just didn't see too much. It was almost him in the corner the whole time.
Right.
And Chris, as you can see, I think is trying to take a different tack. There's a lot more forward movement on him.
Right. Got to be careful with these whiffs. So he manages to get the grab, gets the corner pressure, gets the corner real estate, I should say.
From so far!
Full punish. Damage. Oh! Now again, is he going for the traditional or the install? Install.
Okay.
Same stuff. So now again, this opens Rock up in a different light. ViolentKain has to be very careful here. Or he can just, mad dog it.
Right, yeah. That has been successful for him.
Right there.
Low.
And a high-low, man.
That might be it. It is. ViolentKain is going to move on in winner's side. He'll be in top 8. And his opponent will be Tamago when he plays there.
Oh, boy. Man, just another championship quality match set up for a little bit later on. We're still going and we're still moving forward. And the next matchup, you guys because we're here, we get to see what's coming.
Yeah, we know. We already know.
Right, again, that's why I always say we always get to watch the action from the best seats in the house. So what I can definitely tell you, I'm going to spoil this for you, all right? Dave, can I spoil it for him? It's good, man.
All right, it's been enough time. If you don't want to be spoiled.
All right, just again, mute my mic if that's going to be the case, right? Just turn the sound down. But the next matchup we have is going to be Juicebox against Wero Asamiya. Two of my favorite players. Some of the, just when it comes to Juicebox, this is a guy who is knowledgeable to a fault when it comes to KOF. With Wero Asamiya, this is a guy who just, I remember the first time that I got to meet him, and he was, again, humble dude, eager to play. That's the one thing that I very much so remember from him. And to see where he's come and to see how far he's gotten, mainly off the strength of that zeal, of that interest, man. The fact that, again, this dude it's like the KOF 14 tag was. This dude legitimately burns the fight, man. And he loves mixing it up. Oh, man. But at the same time, on the other side of it, there is Juicebox.
Yeah.
And again, that can be a tall order. It really can, because again, Juicebox, this guy, he eats, sleeps, and breathes, you know, KOF.
Yeah,
when
you can
he wants
see it,
to,
yeah.
man.
Streaming in all the time.
But again, yeah, this is...
I mean, speaking of somebody who's willing to play a lot of people, when I watch Juicebox, I feel like I'm seeing him play against a ton of different people as well. Even people who, you know, just kind of want to learn.
Mm-hmm.
There's a hallmark of him for sure. So Wero Asamiya has gotten past Coach Steve to get here. So Coach Steve sent down the loser's side. As we said earlier, Juicebox made it past Ed KOF.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I wish I could have been here to see that fight, man. That would have been, again, I have to imagine that had to have been a barn burner.
Wero Asamiya, 5th at Combo Breaker last month. He's currently 24th in points in IFCFC, but, you know, he's only played it in a couple of times.
All right, so again, let's see what the lineup's going to be here, boys and girls.
Yeah, same team that Juicebox played earlier this morning. I've seen him play before.
Oh,
okay,
boy.
yeah, Yuri's there.
And
Yuri definitely did good work at Combo Breaker. So Yuri, Iori, that's going to trip me up. Yuri, Iori, and Rock.
Right. Yeah, and it's funny because I remember when we were at Combo Breaker, and right before everything really got started, they had the auctions one for KOF. And I don't know whether this was just like, no, fate of the dice, planetary alignment, but one of the people who was there betting on the team happened to be El Rosa. And it just, again, they didn't put themes on any of them this time. They just simply took the names out of a box. And as sure as I'm sitting here, man, El Rosa got Yuri, what was it? Yuri, Mary, and King of Dinosaur, which is basically his team. Okay?
The Dino, yeah.
All right, so there, nice with the flash. And then Yuri, another one of those characters, like, you have to be on your toes fighting this girl.
Ton of different options, no doubt about it. I said I really like the way that Juicebox plays with King. A lot of optimization of her combo routes and her pressure. Safe jumps. He's going to have all that sort of stuff.
All right, good pressure here from Wero. Jump in. Oof. Again. That's it. It's just that turn of a dime offense that Wero Asamiya has.
So it's Rock in.
All right, sends it out, charges a little bit. This is what you were talking about.
Pretty
right
sick. Come on, come on.
This is what, you know, this is what today was just talking about. Optimization. All right, takes a turn back. And again, sends it out, nice bit of damage. But again, Yuri's still running roughshod here. All right, good blowback. Sets up corner real estate. All right, decent trade. Ooh, nobody home for the 2C.
Aye. That was definitely a big chance for Juicebox. Wero. All he needs at this point is one final hit.
Ooh.
2 final hits? Oh, he's not going to. No, no cancel?
All right.
And then Juicebox looks at his stick and gives it the old classic shake of the head. And wow, like that, it's down to his anchor against Point Yuri.
Again, so pretty well stocked Blue Mary. All right, this is the tap. Goes over the jump in, keeps the low pressure up. Thought you were safe because I just finished one special move. I got another one ready for it.
Okay, so Yuri is out of here, but man, that character did some work, and now Yori will come in. As you said, Juicebox's Mary's got a lot of resources. She can definitely do big damage.
Ooh, gets him knocked down the corner, gets the overhead, EX. Goes for it, catches out just a little bit. Is he gonna go for the follow-up? Let's have one round, okay. Gotcha. And double DP again. It's a small attack, but again, changes the direction. Speaking of direction. So EX. All right, keeps it simple.
Yeah, letting Mary live. Oh! Hold on a minute.
Here we go. Come on. Oh, taser. Gotcha. And Again.
God, that was a lot of damage. Oh, no, had the 2B, didn't believe in it.
Oh,
no, he was looking for more pressure out of Wero Asamiya. It did not come. And that was game 1. Winner of this, again, will make it into top 8 to play against PAKO.
So they're going to have their work cut out for him now.
Are we going to have the all-Mexico winner side top 8? Is one of the questions here. I don't think anybody would have been too caught off guard by that if you told them before this weekend happened.
No, I get
Well,
it.
that would have
been a fairly safe bet. All right, but again, Juicebox, like just just laser focus here. Trying to go for it. He wants to, if anything, he probably wants to, again, like, get in control and set the tone early. Not let the, Wero's Yuri run like she did before. But again, it's got to be careful. That guard meter is getting mighty shallow. All right, good jump in, trying to go for a cross-up. Attack, sweep those. Very nice backstep. And again, has the real estate here. Here she comes.
Calling out that jump CD was Wero. A little funky situation, however, not capitalized on well.
Can go for the EX.
Single hit confirm comes on Juicebox's side.
Wow. And the air fireball, man. This is what we were talking about. Like, Wero just, again, he wants to mix it up. He wants to throw the hands. He wants to smoke. So he is always going to go on the offensive. Charge up, sends it out. Goes to the dive kick. Give me their blowback. Here we go. All right, no cancel. Wants to keep that meter. Good 2C.
Oh, big chance. Yeah, here we go. She's out of here.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree with the decision, man. Have to put Yuri down. Yeah, he comes at Iori, but now much better situational-wise for Juicebox. All right.
Juicebox trying to get a grab or a tech there, but it's just a little too far.
It's first right again. Good use of the anti-air. One good turn. So, okay. All right, meets him in the air again. Forcing him back. And geez, Wero slowly but surely is finding his way through these cracks.
Yeah, and part of how he's found his way through the cracks is a lot of great guard cancel rolls or just rolls out of the corner. He's picked really good moments for that. And then able to turn it in, as he does here, into taking the round. That has happened with a couple of these characters he's taken out.
Indeed.
So it's all down to Blue Mary yet again.
Right. And again, Mary, she's one of those characters that can pull this off.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all about where the headspace is being occupied right now for Juicebox. Gotcha.
Okay. Oh, wow. So concerned about wake up DP?
And again, like I said, Juicebox digging into that trick bag, man. Trying to make sure that he keeps Wero on his toes. Constantly guessing
so
nobody
good.
home for the real counter. And again, that should be a dead mine. Oh, yeah. And just like that. Wero Asamiya, tenacity, that willingness to, again, take 2 hits so that he can land the combo, puts him over. And again, Juicebox, he's there, man. And again, no fault on like Juicebox at all. I say this is, again, that was what could have easily been a top 8 quality match.
Sure, it was 1 round away from it.
Exactly. And again, this is the level of competition that KOF has just been bringing out of everybody. These players who, if you've been following the scene for a while, you know that these guys have the reputation. You know that they have, the pedigree to really just, again, reach that level. And yet, here we are watching them have to fight their way to get back to it. Again, if that's not just telling of what this game has done for people, I don't know what is.
Well, 4 of them have made their way into winner's side top 8. Again, that's not going to play that now. It will be later, but that will be ViolentKain versus Tamago, and it will be Wero Asamiya versus PAKO in the next round. So we are going to be scooting down to loser's side. A lot of stuff's been happening, as you might imagine.
Yes.
Again, if you want to see all the results, head over to start.gg. Just look for CEO. then look for King of Fighters 15. Hard to go through all of it, but we are now going to go on to, I believe, a couple of rounds away from making top 8 losers side. And this will be, well, let me just tell you who's in general. So we have Shinblade versus Coach Steve coming up.
Right.
They have both had great results in some online tournaments so far. Let's see. So we have BBZ versus JWong as well. Again, that's 2 rounds away from top 8. Winner that actually plays against ChrisG to try to make top 8. So that's a tough little route. KZK versus I'm McLovin will play. Winner that will play against FKang. So, you know, US or Brazil then versus Brazil again. Unfortunate result there, but that's how it goes, especially once you're down on loser's side.
Yeah.
And then Dark King versus EX Maple Syrup will, again, play 2 rounds away from making top 8.
Right. But let's draw our attention to the gentleman on the stage right now. Coach Steve, been at this for years.
Oh, yeah.
Familiar face
when
it comes to, you know, these higher level ups. Shinblade, from what I've seen, particularly from what I've seen yesterday, what stands out to me about Shinblade is how passionate he is about the match.
Okay.
This is a guy who, again, he'll celebrate when he wins. He will be furious when he loses. You know, and it's not to the point where it gets dangerous or anything, but again, you can see it. This is somebody who wears his heart on his sleeve when it comes to these matches. All right, we got
Coach Steve, very passionate as well.
Oh, yeah.
He runs Burn to Fight, a little event for the community. And, you know, I've seen him take out some top-level players, not just in that, but in, you know, other online things that are going on.
Right.
And when he does, he pops off big time, as he has done throughout the years in how many even games at this point. I couldn't even count for you how many different games I've seen him take out big names, pop off, and move on to the next one. Passionate guy.
All right, so we get a Terry on screen right now. And we come back to Mai. Okay, got opportunity.
Got to make sure.
Let's see. All right.
Oh, man. All right. All right, here we go, yeah. Both guys been around a long time. Moving in.
Nothing will stop this show.
So we got Terry on point. For Shinblade.
And again, Coach Steve playing out the Mai. Character that's gotten him a lot of mileage over the last 2 games.
Yeah, very strong, no doubt about that.
Okay. Testing a couple of waters here, trying to get the cross up.
Ooh, the chase. Coach Steve not going to the air finally, yeah, and in fact, Shinblade was looking for the DP.
Big fadeaway jump. Deep jump in. Goes for it. Gets it done. All right, decent combo. Strong damage, and something we were talking about yesterday. A lot of people want to assume that Terry, just because he's not, that guy anymore, that he doesn't have anything to offer, but we see it right there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Terry is just slightly more normalized now. He can still bring the pain.
He's just a fundamentally sound character. Like, it would be tough to, in his current build in this game, I think it'd be tough to make him bad without, like, really blowing up some stuff.
Cross up again. Trying to play, deep jumping. Decent guard cancel, backs him off.
Woo! Waltzed all the way in from downtown.
That again, just going for the pitter patter here. And again, like I said, that's simple. That's rudimentary at this point. Try to roll the dice, whiff. You gotta take a quick punish.
Iori in here.
Rocking the colors.
Dude, what a reaction!
I'm trying to get those deep jumping, slow for the low. EX into the EX record. Trying to overload some there again. Must have just been a simple stutter step.
We're seeing some big reads on Shinblade's side. A lot of wake-up buttons, and he's absolutely right about. Okay, wake-up DP comes from Coach Steve. who now is concerned about jumping in, as you could see. Even a character like Gato with all the air options, he was struck down from the sky a couple of times, and then at the end looked a little frozen. So Shinblade's approach made a lot of sense. And now Krohnen comes in. This is the first Krohnen that we've seen on... No, maybe we've seen one other on this set, but it's a rarity, which is rare.
Again, it's...
Rare to be rare.
Again, it's one of the, you know, issues that when he came up, and again, he became that tournament, you know, standard character, he suffered from the familiarity.
Yes. Everybody
saw him because everybody else was playing, and now a lot of people have kind of figured him out.
They did the homework. Absolutely right, yeah.
Lockdown in the corner, low startups. And again, just real simple. Force the neutral, use the air command to get away.
That was super fast.
He wants it. And yeah, this is what Shinblade knows. If Krohnen to have any type of efficacy, he has to come in. And Shinblade here, just constantly backing up, forcing Coach Steve to move forward and play Shinblade's game.
I think that's very well put, because he was forcing Steve to clearly play in ways that were uncomfortable. And especially, not just in the spacing game, but also in the sense that he shut down Krohnen's approach better than Krohnen shut down Yuri's approach. And that's a rarity, right? I mean, Krohnen is a character that it's such a risk to jump. And we did see Steve get that kind of a combo. But other than that specific time, most of that was Yuri totally in control.
All right. Again, jump right
so
back
what are the
into
changes that Steve's going to try to make here? Again, you got to be thinking about how often Shinblade did wake up button, wake up, you know, turn it into his turn, when Steve seemed like he was a little bit concerned about wake up DP.
All right, Steve starting up with the jump in, getting the early damage.
He's definitely being a little bit more offensive there. Yeah, more active for sure.
This is out the angle. Shinblade again, keeping his pace. These deep jump-ins. Only card off. Keeping that block string going. Yeah, Coach Steve has to be careful.
Yeah, he just barely made it out of there with his guard bar intact. Yo, what a chase! I think he read that and just didn't go far enough. Again, the extremely fast DP comes out. With punish, no!
Man. All right, that's it. Takes to the air. And again, Coach Steve now sitting into the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, I think we did see some changes in terms of how he wanted to approach up close. But this is the character that ran the show last time.
Right. Really smart. You know, has to deal with the defense, gets immediately away. Cross up.
Oh!
Ooh, opportunity here. When Shinblade pull off.
Again, you see what I'm talking about? Shinblade is waking up, being very active.
Yeah, that chase down. Okay, so Shinblade's Yuri still, again, being relatively dominant.
And he will not sit still.
Yeah. Coach Steve and the Gato.
Hey, this is what Coach Steve was looking for. The bait with that hop. Full on corner combo. Saves two.
Get that damage, bro.
Oh, big chance on whip.
Here we go. And right now, this is exactly what Coach Steve wants to be. He's been able to make the necessary adjustments and just put that little bit of space between them that forces Shinblade to have to step out of his comfort zone.
Hey, okay.
Nice. And the old classic right there. If it ain't broke, do not fix it. All right, this is, you know, Kyo stepping up now. Question stands.
Yes. All the way through on 2 bars.
And the pros.
Building a little bit of meter. What a neutral jump. His neutral jumps actually have become really important.
Amen. New activation.
Okay, yeah.
And again, going out, cashing this one out, trying to put Gato down.
Not quite enough. Still a scary character. Gato grip block. No follow-up from Shinblade. No risks taken. And it's Steve again, who feels like his feet are planted almost. Hops only, lots of neutral jumping. He
Here
finds
we
the
go.
hit!
All right, and just like that, Steve ties it up. Got ourselves a fight.
What a great fight!
He made some changes, right? He
Yeah.
was pressuring a little bit more. Hard to pressure in some of the situations he had, but when he had that opportunity, he was in there. He was doing a lot more neutral jump, neutral hop in situations. He baited some DPs in doing so. He baited some buttons in doing so. So now it'll be on Shinblade to make counter adaptations. Part of that may be in character selection.
Interesting. Very interesting. Breaking back to Iori. Okay. Literally fight fire with fire at this point.
Gotta make sure it's good. You know why I love this? This is a couple of video game players here. They're not just here for the competition. Some people who come to fighting game players tournaments, they're just here for the competition, right? They don't consider themselves video game players.
No.
These guys, looking for the right music, those are video game players.
Yeah. Like I said, they want to be in their groove. They want to have their good time. Sure, they're fighting though for tournament life, but still they want to be comfortable and happy doing it.
Absolutely. Okay.
Here we go.
Quite an entrance into this match.
Again, like this.
Okay, great jump into nothing.
For it. The blowback. Again. Shinblade literally just trying to keep that line in the sand. Good challenge.
Dang, what bravery. I'm telling you, he will not sit. DP, roll, backdash.
Constant movement.
Wake up, jump a couple of times.
A little bit short on that, huh? And again, Steve. Oh,
Armoring through.
Nobody there for the rollback. Oh, here gets the jump in. And yeah, this is where K can be the worst type of character to go up against. So much corner damage that this guy can pile on.
Woo.
Kind of like
Wow. Yet again, Shinblade happy to take the risk, and Coach Steve didn't scout it out. So his secondary comes in. Gato. We didn't even get to Krohnen last time.
And it's forcing, testing those waters. Lances on the pro bite.
That's what I'm talking about. Those hops have been super important in baiting, and he does it again, and now it's going to be Kyo coming in.
All right, so again, tie up on characters now. All right, simple, slow, steady start. Shinblade into the command throw.
Yep. Okay, buttons from Steve come out.
Oh, wake up. Goes to the right guy.
Set up, out of there.
Gotcha.
Love it.
Right,
Traded, that was funky.
All right,
Oh,
good,
beautiful
smart.
blocks. That is going to be the punish, and now, just like that, it's Shinblade's anchor comes into play.
And yeah, I definitely have to give extra props there to Coach Steve. That is, again, character awareness. Knowing good and well that the type of gameplay that you want to have with a kill, constantly trying to mix it up, throw your opponent off guard. He saw it coming, he was ready for it. Okay, guys,
Out of there.
back and forth between these two.
Taking a lot of great decisions here to Steve. However, Shinblade's in. Yeah, again. Yo, he chased him. Punish, and he's too far.
Yeah, just the awareness these two are displaying here. All right, good punish on that. Guard cancel. These buttons, I'm coming for you, man. Ooh.
Yeah, Steve playing a very interesting style of Gato. Rounded footsies Gato a lot of this time.
And again, like I said, these like little back and forth, this tit-for-tat trades that they're doing in the air. Now, it's piling on, but again, I'm not going to lie, it's building a little bit of tension.
Yeah, absolutely. Neither one wants to jump in. You can tell they're both looking for DP. Dashing in instead. Running in on that side of the trade into nothing. Oh, and he gets the bait. And Coach Steve is going to send Shinblade out, and he moves on again. In loser's side, he still has more work to do. But wow, what a match between those two.
Yeah, like, seriously, that is definitely a hug match right there. I mean, that was down to the wire. And just that 1 second, had there been a little bit of extra time, that EXDP would have chipped him out. That's how low. That is how down to the wire it got for these two, man. And Grant, yeah, sure, Krohnen was on the other side of that, but still,
Right.
it's the principle of the thing. And yeah, that was just, again, that was, as my boy Jack would say, and if you're watching, brother, happy to hear you on stream, but as my boy Jack would say, that is beautiful KOF right there, man. Oh, God, these guys, they're leaving everything up there on that stage, and we get to watch all of it, man. This is why I love my job.
So Coach Steve will play against Ed KOF in the next round. He's still a couple of rounds away from top 8. Whoever wins that, Ed or Steve, has to play against Romance to make top 8.
Yeah.
We move on to another one. As I said earlier, it's going to be BBZ versus JWong. Winner of this plays against ChrisG. Winner of that makes it into top 8.
God, like the names that we have to read off for this.
Right.
Again, this is veritable who's who of, like, not just KOF, but like this who's who of the FGC. Everybody coming out showing for KOF 15, man. Oh, what a day.
So Justin got sent down earlier, so did BBZ. They both then obviously won. BBZ took out Incross, and JWong took out Argon to get here. You got a little look there at some of what's going on at CEO. Got some seats for hey, a lot of other stuff happening simultaneously. Of course, you guys are here watching King of Fighters, but there's a lot of other games happening at the same time. We got, I believe, Tekken next to us. Those are the seats you're kind of looking at behind the two players.
And that's no World Tour stuff happening right there. So yeah, a lot of eyes in that direction.
The Benny comes out to play here for BBZ.
And we got Tekken to the right of us, Guilty Gear to the left of us. And again, we are here smack dab in the middle with KOF 15. And bring out a Benny. Haven't seen any of him lately. And again, another character who people were going on about how they didn't like how Benny Morrow felt pre-patch. He gets a patch, gets tweaked up a little bit. There's still a few diehards out there that, again, aren't 100% on board with him now, but I believe he's had enough changed about him where he can be supremely viable. Not 14 strength, but still very good.
He seems super good to me. I don't know.
All right, good shot there. And again, you can see right now.
The D. Wow. Neutral jump, CD for Justin. Takes out Benny. Super fast.
All right, again, here comes BBZ's Gato. Yeah. All right, patience is gonna have to be the name of the game here.
And who plays that game better than Justin Wong?
She should. Good defense there. Can't overcommit for either of these players. All right, good counter. All right, nobody there for the cross up.
Justin's playing a pretty safe style, even as he is active, even as he is pressing buttons. He's doing it in a way that is not taking many risks.
Okay, here we go. It's a bounce. It's EX into the seal.
Oh!
All right. You take away my special moves for me, I take away your legs. And BBZ fighting back. Gets the sweep. Tries to go for the jump and get this corner pressure.
Ah, wow. Funky stagger from Justin. Takes out Gato as well. Now it's Yashiro.
And again, this is where the subtle genius of BBZ's play comes in, because now, all right, he took the seal, was able to get a lot of damage off of Chizuru, and now he has all that meter for Yashiro.
That's true.
And again, Yashiro 4 meters, 2 characters ahead of him. Well, you can definitely pull it off.
Oh, yeah.
Have to be smart about it. You can pick those spots. Do not take any salty risks. Nothing like that. Get it going. Simple, no cancel from the super.
Justin really trying to find some space. Finally he does, but not for long.
got to be. All right, here we go. Gets the opening. It's the break. Rolling Thunder. Into the many missiles. Nice. EX. Oh, doesn't look for the LTG.
Shows pressure there. Oh, big chance. Oh, man, that was really a huge opportunity. Whip punish. Justin's not going to let that one go.
Nah. This is going to hurt.
Should end it.
Yeah. Like I said, it has a prime opportunity there, and you cannot let those slip. Not at this stage of the game.
So very quickly, BBZ goes to character select.
Yeah. Wait a second, not second guessing.
Question is, though, what's the solution? I mean, his first character got dunked. You know, there's
Yes, it did.
not an easier way to put that.
So we got something again. Gotta be bringing out Rock this time. Nice.
What's his order? Gato up front. Yashiro's going to be in the end still. Justin's got the same order.
All right, taking it to the desert.
Nothing will stop this show.
All right, so again, let's see. I mean, granted, he's traded one blonde for another, but that's kind of like par for the course in this game. A lot of blondes in fighting games.
There are. It's not just this game.
All right, but again, with the character switch and the subsequent order switch, let's see if this is going to be the answer that BBZ needs.
Yeah, he might be thinking about maybe going to more of an air approach here. Of course, Gato has his own set of fantastic buttons.
All right.
A little early on the attempted safe jump. Just like that, Justin gets back the range he wants.
Here we go. And trading in that mid space, man. Valuable real estate there. That's doing what he can. Keeping Chizuru at bay with their buttons. All right. Corner lock. Ooh, hit the wrong one, man.
Ooh.
Aiming for Chizuru, you hit Maki. It doesn't count.
Look at his corner pressure. He's not, okay. Ooh. Not even that he let BBZ out. It's that he put himself into the corner, and BBZ, to his credit, does a great job at capitalizing.
Yeah. All right, definitely good stuff there. And already this alteration has paid dividends. He's been able to get through Chizuru with limited collateral damage. He's got enough where you can at least make a good dent in JWong with the Gato.
Sure.
And on top of that, you have your all-purpose Rock on the other side of this. All right, gets forward.
Well, it's a very early dub on that one for Justin. So JWong's going to be coming in here. Full health?
Yep, should be.
Maxed out?
All right.
As even as it gets almost. Look at this.
Yeah. Gotcha. And one thing I do notice about Justin, he does not go for the OTG after that. He's got like all the need sources to do it, but he just lets it rock.
Real tough to get away with whipping buttons against Justin, and twice in that round. In fact, the reason he took that was probably 90% from whiff punishes.
Yeah. Unreal. All right, but again, now comes out to Yashiro. And again, Yashiro just standing away from having full meter. Can't do it. Again, if he wants to, make the difference, he has to capitalize. He can't miss any of these opportunities.
That is a lot. Huge opportunity now.
Make this count. There we go. All right. Puts a stamp on it. I like it. Gotcha.
A little setup here. Hoping to see movement from Justin.
Ooh, nice little whiff cancel. Just within the range of it. Gets a sweet counter attack too.
Again, it looks like BBZ is expecting Justin to be the one to move forward. Instead, Justin's playing patiently.
There we go. Gotcha. Dog cancel. Trying to get this jumping pressure started.
Oh!
The low. Justin doesn't go full blood on it.
Okay, got a little scrambly, but BBZ's happy for that. So now we see the Liz come in. We didn't see her at all last game.
And that should tell you everything you need to know about what's going to happen next.
But look, BBZ, I mean, he can't get hit, essentially, right? Justin will seal it. But he is 2 hits away from taking this, nevertheless.
All right. Opportunity.
Yeah. And if he builds another bar, he could take it on the next hit.
Gotta be patient here.
Oh, it's weird!
Okay.
Hey! Justin finds it, the hit confirm comes through, and he moves through. BBZ's out. It will be Justin versus ChrisG to make top 8.
These two, man. Again, the names that we have to like. Mind you, it's not that like we're against the idea. Like I love seeing everybody take it that step further, and again, like go from one step from the 16 to the 8s to the top 3s and so on and so forth. It's just that it's so hilarious to me that all the names that we're calling out, these are people that are fighting to get to top 8.
Oh yeah.
Okay, not people who are already secure everything.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely right. Man. All right. Well, we still have more KOF to go. Again, we're not in top 8 yet. We have, let me just call it out for you. We have Dark King versus EX Maple Syrup. Winner will play against Juicebox to make top 8 losers side. Kizzy K versus I'm McLovin will play. Winner of that plays against FKang to make top 8 losers side. BBZ, we just saw Justin take that out, so it'll be Justin versus Chris to make top 8. And it will be Coach Steve versus Ed KOF. Winner of that plays against Romance to make top 8 losers. So we got a lot of great matches for you left.
Yes, we do. But that's going to do it for us, for everybody that's been here. Again, Dave, I cannot stress enough, man. It has been an honor having to share the mic with you. And again, I mentioned this to you when we were online earlier. Every time somebody asks me about all the things you need to bring when it comes to being a commentator, I always bring up professionalism. Every time I say that word, Dave is the one who's on my mind when I say it. This guy, in case you've never been on this side of the screen with him, like, right now, and again, I have to spoil this for a minute. Again, I don't want to give away the trade secret, but I have to let everyone know. Right now, this guy has not only the brackets open, but he has personal notes on everybody who is playing, all right? If you are ever in the driver's seat with Ultra Dave, man, again, you are going to be just in for a while because he's basically going to be doing a lot more of the work, and it's just the way he is, all right? Again, I cannot speak enough.
Look, I'm very. This is my first KOF block that I've commentated at a major, so I definitely wanted to do some research for it to make sure. But I'm glad that it was with you. I think that went very nicely. I appreciate it. We are going to take a break. Again, more King of Fighters coming up. Don't go anywhere.